This is a Assetto Corsa Competizione track guide at Brands Hatch in the McLaren 720S. This is going to be a very competitive time set by Nathan, one of our esports drivers. I'm going to be slowing it down, freezing it, and by the end of this video, you should be familiar with Brands Hatch. You should understand all the corners, the lines to take, what sort of inputs you should be doing on the brake and the throttle. Now, we are running a slight setup here, which we've gone through in another video on this channel on the McLaren 720S at Misano. And if you have the combination of a good setup and this track guide, you should be able to do really well in the Logitech McLaren G challenge. That is a competition where there's $150,000 worth of prizes up for grabs, including meeting Lando Norris at the Austrian F1 GP if you qualify at this circuit. This is a combination. And if you also beat my lap time at this circuit, where you'll be in the prize draw if you're on PC to win the Logitech Pro Wheel and Load Cell pedals, and if you're on console, you'll be in the draw to win a Logitech G923 wheel. Logitech are really supporting the community here. I'm very, very grateful. Let's get into the track guide. If you have any questions, ask in the comments, ask on the Discord, let's go. This is going to be a 124.4 lap time, so really, really competitive. And we're coming in here to paddock bend. I want to pause it here to show you where you're braking. You're actually braking it a lot earlier than you might expect. So just where that 2 board starts left hand side, we're going to start braking and essentially trail towards the apex. So look how close we're going to get to the little sort of bollards you have on the apex here before we run wide. And it's not a bad thing to have some stabs at the throttle. So have a look at the throttle inputs here, and you can see just feeling it in. So we're going to get really close to where those stanchions used to be. We knocked them over on the previous lap, and then you run wide and you exit. We're now at Druid's deceptively tricky hairpin actually. This is right before we're going to brake. So don't brake it too late. As you sort of go over that crest, you lose some braking ability. So we're going to try in the McLaren, try and brake nice and early and really rotate around the apex. It's an MR car, so we're going to get nice and tight here. We're not really going to do a V. You see the apex here is always pretty much in sight. And then we're not going to run too wide on the exit either. See a lot of people running too wide. You're just using time, in my opinion. So Graham Hill Bend now. Again, there's some of these stanchions on the inside. Want to be braking really early. I paused it here to show you that Nathan, our driver here, is already on the brakes. So you can see he's braking before that curb starts. I see a lot of people running really wide on the exit here, and it's not that advisable. So get as close as you can to the stanchions, and have a look at how tight he is on the exit. He's not going to go super, super wide, even though he has some geo-block there. Now into 30s, one of the most difficult corners at Brands Hatch. Again, I want to show you how early he's braking, because it's going to be just when that orange thing on the right side goes out of play. And have a look how tight Nathan gets to the apex here. You can see late apex, but he's going to get really, really, really tight. If you're someone that never really touches that curb at 30s, and you're normally going to be someone who's ending up on the sand on the right side. I should say there is Nathan. He's one of our esports drivers doing this lap on my rig, using the Logitech Pro Wheel and Pro pedals. Really, really, really cool to see. Now we're coming here to the very, very fast Hawthorns. And again, a tricky place to brake. You can see we're already on the brake halfway between the 2 and the 1. And a lot of people will run wide here. Just have a look at the line that Nathan takes. Really feeling it in. Keeping in the throttle, by the way, to rotate the car. It's an MR car. So by keeping in that throttle, he's gently bringing the back end round. Now this is another really, really fast corner. It's Westfield. Sort of blind on the entry here. I want to show you how much of the trap Nathan's using. All over that, virtually cutting it, and then you really do have to use that geo block on the exit there. You can't avoid it. Now Sheen is one of my favourite corners at Brands Hatch. Utterly blind. I'll pause it there. You can't see anything. Again, look how much we're going to cut, and then don't run too wide there. Don't dip a wheel on the left hand side. Now it's Sterling's. Relatively simple corner, I would say. Going down to second gear here, getting into this dip on the left hand side. And you can see when you get into that camber, it just really helps you pull around the corner. That's absolutely great. And now it's the final corner at Brands Hatch, which is Clearways. Really fast corner. In Gran Turismo 7, I race with Nathan. He'll get on the grass there to get the rotation. Not doing that in ACC, but again, getting really close to the stanchions. And I want you to see how far he runs wide here. Just sort of keeping that momentum before gradually bringing it into the right hand side to set a nice lap time. You don't want to just hang it around all the way left hand side. If you obviously dig a wheel on the dirt there at any point, it's really, really, really bad news. So that's a good lap from Nathan here. It's a 124.4. In Logitech McLaren G challenge, that's going to be really, really, really competitive. When I set my lap time, if you can do a 124.4, you are going to be beating me. And that probably means you're going to be in the draw to, if you're on PC, win the Pro direct drive wheel and low side pedals. And if you're on console, win the G923 or be in the random draw to win it. So I'm really excited to be doing that with Logitech. Make sure you qualify for Logitech McLaren G challenge as well. Check their website, it's linked in the description. to make sure you don't miss that. If you follow this track guide and it's made sense, I like to do my track guides a little bit quickly. Hopefully you're going to be in good stead. Let me know how you found that, how you're getting on, and I'll see you next time.